Hello and welcome to Vista Now. I'm Caroline Belt here with Sam Dursteller as we bring you live coverage of varsity baseball with Grandview.
Vista enters the game on a rough start to the season, starting out 0-4-1. But take that with a grain of salt because they played four tough top-ranked teams in Arizona. Today marks a fresh start as they come back to Colorado to take on the 2-2 Grandview Wolves. Led by Caden Bowmeyer and Easton Flores, Grandview has started out very inconsistent, beating a New Mexico school 17-0, but also losing to an Arizona school 15-1. So we're looking forward for a great matchup here at Diamond on the Hill.
Today is number 10, Shepardson.
Yeah, Shepardson this season hasn't had that many opportunities, only one start, and he posted a 6.30 ERA with 5 strikeouts and a loss in his last start. On the mound for Grandview is Jax Pfister. He'll be pitching today. Actually, he usually plays first base, but today he'll be pitching on the mound today. On the season hitting-wise, he has 2 hits and has a 200 batting average with no home runs. And on the mound, he has a 24.5 ERA with 2 strikeouts and that devastating blow of a loss to that school in Arizona.
Absolutely. Fresh start for both teams today. Coming back to Colorado, ready to get the season going.
Yeah, long road trip. Well, out of state, actually. So now they're here today back into Colorado. So hopefully we'll see who can get the first win back in Colorado. They actually open up their season against schools in Colorado. Mountain Vista opened up their season against Legend in a loss. And Grandview opened up their season to Columbine in a win. So it'll be interesting here to see today who's going to win. Both pitchers don't have a very good ERA coming into this game, but they could definitely turn that around.
Yes, this will be a great opportunity to see how these teams play.
This game will start momentarily as Caroline will read the starting lineup for today's game.
All right, here's your starting lineup for the Grandview Wolves. We have Cam Kennedy, Colin May, Tony Crow, AJ Maroney, Easton Flores, Jax Pfister, Caden Bowmeyer, Chase Chapman, and Justin Dean, leading off with the right fielder, Cam Kennedy. Kennedy currently with a .250 batting average coming up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. That one's out there for a ball.
Great position with the fastball right there, just on the outside edge. Good job not to swing right there from Kennedy.
Absolutely. There's a called strike. Count even to that one. Here's the pitch to Kennedy. Timeout called.
And for Shepherdson, he's a senior this year, so this is his last opportunity to make a splash here at Mountain Vista. The first game wasn't very good for him, but I'm pretty sure he can turn that around. He was very good last year.
And the wall one, that one's hit out over to left.
Drops in for a hit, and he's digging for two.
Slides into second, he will be safe. That's a leadoff double for Cam Kennedy. That'll bring up the catcher, Colin May. No outs and a runner already in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Shepherdson. Goes for a bunt. That will be out there for a ball.
Great recognition right there by the first baseman, Austin Leonard, as he came in, realizing that the number 2 hitter is a very streaky runner. So Leonard tried to run in on that to get the bunt. Here's the bunt.
Absolutely.
There he
looks at a strike. 1-1 the count. No outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. He draws a bunt. Throw to third. He will be safe. So both runners advance on a successful bunt from Colin May. Runners at the corners with no outs.
Yeah, very surprised right there by Shepherdson. I understand his thought process on trying to throw it to third base to get that runner out.
Absolutely.
But he was already on his way. He had a good lead off of second base. And going to first base would have been the best opportunity there. And May, as a catcher, bunting, that's very surprising.
Absolutely.
But he's fast.
Great strategy to go for the lead runner, but it didn't work out. That'll bring up Tony Crow. He's the shortstop.
Tries to do another fake bunt attempt. Shepherdson losing a little bit of command here early.
Kennedy at third, May at first. Swing and a miss.
Tony Crow on the season has 2 hits with a .286 batting average and a home run with 4 RBIs.
Here's the 1-1. Another bunt attempt. May sliding back into first.
Now, even if Crow pulls the bat back, it's still a strike because the bat probably went around a little bit too far for a bunt. But that's the point. You're not supposed to get a lot of contact out of that bunt.
That's right. Pickoff attempt at first. May is safe. One, two on Crow. Foul.
That pitch was thrown inside. It was pretty hard to hit that, but Crow did a good job at least fouling that one off. He's been pretty aggressive in this at-bat, though.
Absolutely. Here's the pitch. That one's hit out to right field. Kennedy coming home. And that'll be an RBI single for Tony Crow.
That was such a very quality at-bat. Didn't need to be much of anything right there, but a beautiful knock into opposite field. Nobody's getting that on that shift.
Absolutely.
Beautiful play right there by Crow, and Crow gets on base. So far, Grant Shepherdson has not recorded an out yet, but hopefully that can change.
And that quickly puts the Wolves up in an early 1-0 lead. That'll bring up the third baseman, AJ Maroney. Currently has a batting average of .429. Another fake bunt attempt, called a strike. Runners at first and second now with no outs.
The thing about Grandview that I've already noticed is that every single player on their team is versatile. Even their catcher tried to bunt, but they have such a good lineup that that any player on their team can bunt and that they can get on base.
Sure. Austin Leonard playing in. Seeing a lot of aggressiveness from this Wolves lineup so far.
Swing and a miss on the slider right there by Maroney. Maroney batting cleanup today.
Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3. 1 out now in the inning. Runner still at first and second. That'll bring up Easton Flores at DH for today.
A sigh of relief right there for the Mountain Vista fans. It's been a rough start right now for Grant Shepherdson, but he finally gets on the his first out right there with that strikeout.
Yeah, he did exactly what he needed to do in this situation. Here's the pitch to Flores. That's outside for a ball.
Flores is batting DH in today's game.
High and away, ball 2.
And that's where that fastball needs to be located. Just missing outside of the box, but it has to be high. That's the best place where you can throw that pitch.
Flores now ahead in the count. There's called strike 1. A little up high on that pitch, but Shepherdson gets the call.
Shepherdson's been a little bit shaky, not doing a very good job positioning his strikes and missing a little bit outside. So he has to locate better, in my opinion.
Here's the 2-1. That one's up high.
Close call right there, right on the numbers of Flores.
3-1 the count. 1 out in the inning. Called strike 2. Full count.
Beautiful pitch right there by Shepherdson.
Full count to Flores. And he'll draw a walk. That loads up the bases for Jack Pfister. He's actually the pitcher in today's game, coming up to bat. We'll have a mound visit.
And we only see pitchers hitting is Shohei Ohtani here right now.
That's right.
That meta has been gone for maybe about 50 years in baseball. But
really remarkable what he's been doing.
In high school, this is what you see almost every time. I believe Shepherdson is actually hitting today as well.
Vista, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Vista Now, to get all the latest updates and catch all our Vista sports.
The pitcher, number 32, Jay Pfister.
So the bases are loaded for Pfister with 1 out.
Bases loaded opportunity for Grandview.
That one's inside for ball 1.
That slider was also positioned very perfectly there. Started on the outside and curved in, but he just didn't get the strike call.
The 1-0, called strike 1. Count now even. That one's popped way up in the shallow infield. Makes the catch out in center. Tagging up. And Grandview will score another run.
That's exactly what Pfister needed to do there. If you couldn't get a quality hit, just pop it up into the deep outfield. And right there, a runner will come home, and it's now 2-0 for Grandview.
That's right. A sac fly is all they needed.
2 outs now in the top of the first.
Runners on the corners. That'll bring up Caden Bomeyer. He currently has the best batting average on the team with batting .667.
He's hitting about 2 out of every 3 hits.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
bright pink bat there. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
That one's grounded out. Shepherdson will tag him out on his way to first. That'll end the inning. Grandview gets up to an early lead, 2-0. Vista coming up to bat. Bottom of the first inning, Grandview leads 2-0. Vista coming up to bat, leading off is second baseman Andrew Beffel.
Bethel on the season has 2 hits and is posting a 200 batting average with 2 RBIs.
Vista offense looking for their first home run of the season.
Yeah, it's been a rough one thus
Need
far.
to get the offense rolling.
They're 0-4-1 in their first start back from Colorado.
First pitch to Beffel, up high and inside.
If you're wondering how Mountain Vista tied, is they were playing in Arizona, and the lights in the stadium weren't working, and the sun came down, so they had to end the game right there in a tie.
Count even at 1. That one's fouled. 1-2.
The big hit right here from Mountain Vista can put them right back into a competitive ballgame.
Here's the pitch to Bethel. That one's hit way out, deep left field. Ooh.
The outfielder slide as Bethel's coming all the way around, and he'll stop it there with a triple. And
looks like someone's hurt. The left fielder and the center fielder collided out there, trying to catch the ball.
It's a pretty collision, but as a baseball outfielder, you have to call who's going to have it. You can't just both run at the
Very
ball.
crucial.
That's how most injuries in baseball. You got to be careful and call out who's doing it. But a great hit by Bull, too. That one was launched into deep left center.
Absolutely. That was crushed. That's definitely what you want to do as a leadoff man. It looks like this is pretty serious. Out there is the center fielder, Tucker Smock, as well as Caden Bomeyer, the left fielder.
That wall is padded, so if anything, he would have to run into the other guy instead of running hard impact into the wall.
And they're up, they're walking.
That's a good sign for either Smock or Bomeyer. He'll probably have to exit this game, though.
Most likely.
We'll be back after this.
So after a leadoff triple from Andrew Beffel, that'll bring up the catcher, Spike McGill. First pitch is low and away. Here's the 1-0. That one's hit out. Center field. Beffel coming home. McGill thinks about going to second. Ends up with a RBI single, getting Vista on the board. Score is now 2-1.
And McGill, a very, very experienced player here in high school baseball. He's their catcher. He's basically a star on offense. He knows how to hit the ball. That was a very good routine single, and that's brought in Beffel.
And that brings up the center fielder, Caleb Gianpetro.
Swing and a miss from Gianpetro.
Now out in the inning, McGill on first base. Here's the 0-1. Popped up and foul.
I've just gotten word that the replacement for Tucker Smock in center field, Cam Kennedy, moved over from right field to center field, and the new right fielder is Ben Crandall.
Pickoff attempt. McGill safe at first.
Crandall also usually a pitcher, but today he's playing right field.
Petro behind in the count, 0-2, but hits that one out short. Both runners will be safe. Shortstop unable to make a play. And that will be a single, an infield single for Caleb Gianpetro.
Gianpetro also leads Mountain Vista in stolen bases this season with 6. So he was able to beat out that routine ground ball, and he gets on base, leading runners on first and second.
That'll bring up the DH today, Cruz Martinez. Runners on first and second with no outs.
Martinez batting cleanup today.
Pitch to Martinez. Low and outside. One.
Martinez is looking to advance the runners.
On the mound for Grandview is Jax Vista, also batting into the game.
Pfister hasn't even recorded an out, just like Grant Shepherdson.
1-1 holds off on the bunt.
That one's gotta hurt if you're Martinez, since that one was right on the inside of the bat, and that's where the most vibration is. That's gotta hurt.
Here's a 1-1. He'll look at a strike. Now ball's behind into the count, 1-2.
This needs a big hit from Martinez right here.
And that'll be inside for a ball. Count now even at 2. Here's a 2-2 with no outs. Let's hit over to third. Bobbled by the third baseman. Tries to make a play at first. He will be out.
Good job advancing the runners right there by Martinez.
Sacrifice moves the runners to second and third. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the third baseman, Johnny Brewer.
And there's only 1 out 2, so sac fly will score once again.
That's right. Eagles are in a good position right here.
Johnny Brewer, this is his first year on varsity.
First pitch is high for a ball. Strike 1.
Brewer on the season has 2 hits and is hitting .182.
Swing and miss. Falls back in the count, 1-2. Vista looking even the score or even gain the lead. Here's the pitch. High and outside. Count now even at 2. Here's the pitch from Pfister. Called ball 3. Count is now full. That one's hit out of center field. And that'll drop. Both runners coming home. And that will be an RBI single for Brewer.
A 3 RBI single right there. What a great hit there from Brewer. He hit it into opposite field. The outfielders were not there in time, and that ball dropped. And he was just able to score all those runners in. Vista is now ahead in this game, 3-2.
Great job responding to Grandview in the first inning. Already lots of action in this game. Still in the first inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Austin Leonard. Fouls it off for strike 1.
Not only is it opening day in the MLB, but it's opening day here at Diamond Park.
That's right. Leonard behind the count, 0-2. Brewer at first base, pick off attempt, he is safe. Here's the 0-2. That one's hit out to short. It'll make its way into the outfield. Brewer will stop at second. Single for Leonard.
Another great quality hit. hit it right in between second and third, and that one will drop in for yet another hit. Vista does not have a single punch out in this game.
I'll bring up Parisi's, the right fielder. Still only one out in the inning.
A very entertaining first inning. Hopefully
Absolutely.
it can stay this way throughout the game.
Lots of action already, like I said, and only in the first inning. First pitch is low and away. That'll get away. Both runners tagging up, so now there's 2 runners in scoring position.
And that pitch wasn't necessarily in the dirt, so Connor May should have been able to grab that, but just a slight miscue, and now runners are on second and third.
Vista leads 3-2. Swing and a miss. The count is even at 1. That one's hit over, makes its way into right field. Another run coming home. 2 runs are coming home. He will be safe at the plate, and that's another RBI single.
What a play right there from Austin Leonard. He basically jumped over the glove of Connor May.
Yeah,
to
great job
score.
avoiding the tag right there.
That was an incredible play right there. Elan Parisis will bring in another run.
The shortstop, number 20, Alex King.
I'll bring up the shortstop, Alex King. Vista now leads 5-2. Exactly what we were looking for this offense early in the game. Need to get off to a strong start. Called strike 1. Parisis leading off, almost gets tagged. Gotta be careful there.
And like we mentioned earlier in the game, Jax Feister has a 24.50 ERA, so he's not done very good this season.
That one gets away from the catcher. Parisis making his way into second. The throw is not in time, and he will be safe.
Great recognition right there from Parisis, bouncing on the opportunity right there as that pitch went away from May.
The count is 1-1 on Alex King. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Here's the pitch from Pfister. Now it's swing and a miss. King strikes out.
3
2
whiffs,
outs now in the inning.
3 whiffs right there from King. Not very good to see.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Jackson Crawford. Runner on second with 2 outs. First pitch, he'll look at a strike. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. Crawford behind in the count, 0-2.
If that pitch was a little bit to the right, that one would have been crushed. That one was way inside, and Crawford was lucky to foul that one off.
Great contact from Crawford. There's the 0-2, that one's up high. Crawford gets his first ball in the at-bat.
Crawford's also standing very close inside the plate, so he could get hit by a lot of hit-by pitches. It's risky, but it could work.
Time called. Here's the 1-2. That one's popped way up high. Here's the shortstop. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Vista, a remarkable first inning, answering back to Grandview. Now up 5-2, heading into the 2nd. Heading into the top of the second, we are leading off with the second baseman for Grandview, Chase Chapman. Looking to respond to Vista's big first inning. First pitch to Chapman is in their first strike.
Chapman on the season has 1 hit. He's hitting 167 and 1 RBI.
There's the 0-1. And he'll look at a strike, falls behind in the count quickly, 0-2.
Great pitch, painting the corner right there from Shepherdson. He's looking to bounce back after a rough first inning.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Out on 3 pitches.
Second strikeout today by Shepherdson.
Great first out from the Golden Eagles. That brings up Justin Dean. He's the first baseman in today's game. Strike 1.
Shepherdson looks like he's in command here in this second inning. As soon as their team got momentum and in the lead, he's trying to keep it there.
There's the 0-1. That one's fouled.
Only strikes here in this second inning.
Here's the 0-2 to Dean. That one's outside. There's the first ball of the inning. Close pitch, though.
Was almost there. Almost got the immaculate.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's inside. Count now evens at 2. And the 2-2. That one's popped in foul territory. Leonard unable to make the catch. So the count remains the same.
Great job by Dean, fouling that one off to stay in the count.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. Shepherdson off to a strong start.
The center fielder, number 5, Cam Kennedy.
And we are back to the top of the order with the center fielder, Cam Kennedy. Had a leadoff double his first time up. Called ball 1. Two outs, on. Fouled back to the fence. 1-1.
If that fence wasn't there, we'd be getting black eyes every time they fouled it off.
Here's the 1-1. That's high and outside. Kennedy gets ahead in the count. Here's a 2-1 from Shepherdson. Swing and a miss. That evens up the count.
One more strike and he can retire the side.
That one's fouled back. Kennedy's still alive. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Shepherdson retires the side. Leading off the bottom of the second is the second baseman, Andrew Beffel. We are back to the top of the order. Coming up for his second plate appearance. Had the leadoff triple the first time up that got the Eagles rally started.
Almost a home run. Maybe he can get it over the fence this time.
Let's see, we're still looking for that first home run of the season. First pitch to Beffel is a ball, low and away.
Well, they're back in Colorado, and the air is crisper here, so the balls fly further.
That's right. Beffel looks at a strike. Eagles lead 5-2 after a great first inning. Looking to keep that momentum going here in the second. Wind starting to pick up. Here's the 2-1. That's called a strike. Count even at 2. Here's a pitch. That's a ball. Good stop by May, the catcher.
It was a heater, but he wasn't accurate with it. If he's going to throw that, it better be a swing and a miss.
Full count now on Beffel. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 1. First strikeout of the day for Jax Pfister. That'll bring up Spike McGill, the catcher. Singled his first time up, an RBI single that got Beffel home.
That increased his RBI total to 3 this season.
1 out. That one's hit out. There's a single. Please. A single to left field. His second of the day for Spike McGill.
Another routine hit right there. This time he got it over the shortstop, Tony Crow, and he was able to get it in there once again on second base. Let's see if he can score another run this time.
That's right. That brings up Caleb John Petro. He also singled his first time up. Runner on first with 1 out. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
McGill leads off first.
There's a pitch that's fouled back to the fence. John Petro quickly falls behind the count, 0-2. Looking to stay alive. McGill at first. Pickoff attempt. McGill is safe. Two pickoff attempts in a row.
McGill's taking a dangerous lead off first. He's stepping, in my opinion, a little bit too far out. Kind of hard for him to get back in time.
And Grandview is very aware of that. Low and away. Ball 1, excuse me.
That's also a strategy for McGill, too, because that distracts the pitcher from throwing a quality pitch.
That's right. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike.
Petro saw the drop third strike, and his first instinct was to run to first, but he remembered that there was a runner there.
That'll bring up Cruz Martinez in the DH spot. Had a sacrifice ground out in his first at-bat. Ball.
Half swing, and he fouled it off very far away. You can tell that he's a lot of power.
And it looks like they're going to put in a pinch runner. So here's the 0-1 to Martinez. Fouls that one back, 0-2.
pinch runner in for Mountain Vista is Hayden Smith, and he'll play catcher behind the plate. Runner, excuse me.
Safe.
So first,
Top of the third inning, Vista leads by 5-2. No runs given up in that past inning. Leading off for Grandview is the catcher, May. And he'll look at a strike.
May on the season has 4 hits and is hitting .333 with 4 RBIs.
May singled his first time up. Here's the ball blown away. There's the 1-1 from Shepard. Fouled off, 1-2.
Shepherdson had a very dominant second inning, and hopefully you can keep this up here in the third.
Here, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike. First one retired.
4th strikeout in a row for Shepherdson. He's on fire right now.
Definitely gaining that momentum after a shaky first. That'll bring up the shortstop, Tony Crow. 1 out here in the top of the third. Called strike 1. That one's inside for first ball. Here's the 1-1. And he'll look at strike 2. Both strikes got caught looking.
Throwing the heater right there, kind of locked up Crow.
That was inside him. Crow moves away just in time. Count evens at 2.
I can't imagine being a hitter and having 80 mile, close to 80 mile an hour fastball go right towards you.
Those are bad when you get hit. Count now full for Tony Crow. Two from Shepherdson. Swing and a miss. That's Shepard's sixth strikeout in a row. Here's another.
Seventh all game. More than he had last game. He only had 6 strikes.
He's definitely on a roll now. Grandview can slow down. That brings up AJ Maroney. Coming on. Low and away. Call one. And the 1-1 that's popped up. Over to second. Full makes the catch. Perfect inning efforts and it would tire the sides. Here's the Brewer. Now we'll get directly back to the pitcher at first.
Didn't get very contact there. Rich by Peister getting there, catching it firmly and throwing it.
Here's Austin Leonard. He also singled his first time up.
A lot of singles in that first inning. Peister clearly struggled in that first.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
It seems like, though, after that first inning, both pitchers kind of got back on their feet and they started to get some outs.
Yeah, they both got into their groove after they both had a shaky first inning. Count even at 1. One-two pitch from Vista. That one's low. Count evens up. 2-2. Leonard fouls one off. 2-2 to Leonard. Swing and a miss. Two outs to begin the inning. They'll bring up Paresis, the right fielder. Also singled his first time up. Pitches the ball.
And Vista has only thrown 4 strikeouts, but it's still a lot better than what he had in the first inning.
That was pretty the count.
Foster's were far inside. Foster's got to adjust.
Up high for a ball. 3-0 the count. And Paresis will draw 4 pitch walk. First base runner of the inning.
Paresis also had a stolen base last time up, and he's a dangerous runner.
That's right. Alkin coming up now, the shortstop, ducking his first time. 2 outs with a runner on first. On pop up. May will not make the catch. 0-1. Paresis heading back to first.
I wonder if I had a glove and I reach out, I probably could have gotten that.
Maybe.
It was pretty high and sent back.
Here's the 0-1 King. Ball 1.
Great save right there. I made that one was blown away in the dirt. Great play right there by May.
King for the strike. Falls behind in the count. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. King goes down for a second time today, ending the inning. Score remains the same. Top of the 4 now. Leading off is the DH, Easton Flores. Sack first time up. Thinking about bunting. Ball. Strike 1. Shepardson still in the mound with 6 consecutive outs. He'll keep that streak alive. Two.
Easton Flores is it the power or
Good at bat for Flores. And he'll draw. It's very away.
He was looking for the swing
No chance
and a
he
miss
was
there.
there. They'll bring up the pitcher, Jack Pfister. Flores lead off man first with no out. Here's a pitch to Pfister. Ball 1.
Flores leads off.
Coach. Over third. Play out into the outfield. Runner safe at first and a successful double base count. Now we have no outs with runners on first and second.
Bunt attempt and held up. Ball 1. Bunted down the line, but curls foul. He came in for Smock.
This is Ben Crandall at the plate, filling in for Bomeyer. Bunt attempt unsuccessful. Strike 2. Here's the 1 and 2. Runners on first and second with no outs.
The second baseman, number 2, Chase Chapman.
And he'll strike out. That'll bring up second baseman Chase Chapman. 2 outs now. Chapman struck out his first at bat. 1 out now in the inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Count even at 1.
Shepherdson losing a little bit of a command here in the fourth. Correction.
Swing and a miss. Chasing that one up high.
Beautiful job by Shepherdson, knowing that he's going to go for it.
Runners are taking off. That won't be saved by King. And he will be saved.
The throw did not get there in time. It was a routine hit right there, but King doesn't have the power that regular shortstops in the MLB have to throw the ball, as he's safe when the bases are loaded. And now there will be another mound visit.
Bases now loaded with 1 out in the inning. No runs have scored yet. They can still get out of it.
They have a shot.
Great time for a double play.
Yeah, there's runners on first, second, and even on third. So this will be interesting.
Justin Dean is due up. He struck out in his first at-bat. That's right.
The first baseman, number 4, Justin Dean.
Here's Dean coming up to the plate.
Grandview hasn't done any damage since the first. Dean fouls one off.
Bases loaded jam. Can Shepherdson get out of it?
Oh, 1. He'll look at strike 2. Bad time for Dean to fall behind in the count.
Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity to bring in some RBIs.
That's right, another foul ball. Good contact by Dean, trying to stay alive. Here's the 0-2. That one's popped way up. See if someone can get it. And it's out. Leonard and McGill both running. Trying to get that second out. Count remains 0-2 on Justin Dean. And the pitch. Another foul ball.
Great job by Dean, keeping this count alive, taking Shepherdson deep. The more pitches that Shepherdson throws to Dean, the more tired he's going to get and give up a big hit.
That's right. Count still 0-2. Here's the pitch from Shepherdson. Another foul once again. That one going way back over the fence. Perfect opportunity for Dean right here to make the score even closer. Potentially gain back the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a good at-bat from Dean, though. Making contact, staying alive.
Absolutely.
Shepherdson got him on the last pitch.
Absolutely. Now any out here from Mountain Vista can end this inning.
Yes, that puts the Eagles in a much better position now. Only need one more out. Sacrifice won't do. Here's Cam Kennedy, the center fielder. Back to the top of the order. He's up for his third at-bat. Has a double and a strikeout on the day. And he'll look at a strike. 0-2 once again.
Things have not gone his way since that leadoff double.
Bases are still loaded, this time with 2 outs. And the pitch. Stays alive. Ball one. Here's the 1-2. Foul ball. Count remains the same. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Shepardson. High and away. Count evens after being behind 0-2.
Good idea by Shepardson, locating that pitch outside, looking for the swing and the miss. He's gotten a lot of strikeouts today. His strategy's clearly worked.
Another foul. Kennedy keeping contact with the ball, staying alive.
And the more foul balls that Grandview gets, the higher the pitch count's going to go, and the more tired Grant Shepardson is going to be.
Yep, that's definitely their strategy right here. They're testing him, seeing how long he can go. Here's the 2-2. And that one's hit out over to second. Bethel makes the out, throws to Leonard, ends the inning. So Shepardson gets himself out of a mess, no damage done. Bottom of the fourth, the 9-hitter Jackson Crawford leading it off. Score still 5-2 Golden Eagles. And he'll look at strike one. Called strike two. Crawford behind in the count looking at those pitches. Vista still on the mound for Grandview. And that one hit him. He'll head over to first.
Yeah, wild pitch right there from Feister. If he throws that high, fast fastball, it's always inaccurate.
Coach and the umpire talking about something.
Bethel will bring up the top of the order.
So Vista gets the leadoff man on with Crawford.
Number 17, Andrew Bethel.
Back to the top of the order, Andrew Bethel will lead it off. We'll hit next. No outs. He'll try to lay down a bunt. Great play by May there, throwing over to first. Catching Bethel off guard, but he gets back safely.
bunt attempt. Now, showing the bunt early means that the pitcher's probably going to throw something outside, or he's just going to fire in a heater.
That's right. Bethel, triple and a strikeout today. Once again, close play there. Bethel stays safe at first. Excuse me, Crawford. Bethel's at the plate.
Crawford's been very risky with his leadoff today.
Definitely looking for that steal. That would put the Eagles in a good position, getting them a runner in scoring position early in the inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Jackson Crawford. Swing and a miss. First out. Excuse me, that's a strikeout for Bethel. Spike McGill, the catcher, coming up. Has 2 singles today.
He's hit the ball with a lot of contact today. Hopefully he can keep that up and go 3 for 3. That will definitely increase his batting average.
Crawford heading over to second. Ball's popped up.
Deep center field.
And the catch is made.
And Crawford safe. That was actually not deep center field. That one was very, very shallow.
Yeah, Kennedy had to run in a lot for that one.
Unfortunately, he couldn't come down with it. And therefore, there will be runners on first and second now with 1 out.
Bringing up Caleb Gianpetro. And he'll look at strike 1.
Gianpetro also leads the team coming into this game with 6 hits.
That's right, definitely a power hitter. That's who you want up at this time. Swing and a miss, behind at the count 0-2.
Gianpetro has a single and a walk today.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
A 3-pitch strike right there is not what you're looking for from Gianpetro. He's got to put at least some fight into the at-bat.
Now we have Cruz Martinez coming up, the DH, looking for his first hit of the day. Had a ground out and a strikeout. Fouled off for strike 1.
You got good contact there, that's for sure. And a conditional pinch runner coming into the game. Hayden Smith is back out as the pinch runner.
Play outside for ball 1. That one's inside this time.
Definitely even inside the batter's box, and Martinez had to move out of the way.
And the 2-1. That one's fouled back. Strong hit from Martinez. Definitely an aggressive hitter.
He also has a very quick and small swing, but he generates a ton of power. Over his head. And Crawford back in time.
Had to run back quickly.
That's very scary to see the ball go behind your head. That means if you back out of the way, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, he did a great job avoiding that one. So full count now. Runners are going. That one's inside. He'll draw a walk anyway. And now the bases are loaded for Johnny Brewer.
If it's a full count and 2 strikes, the runners are going anyway.
That's
Because
right.
even if there's a foul, Even if there's a strike, it's over. If there's a hit, they're already on their way. They're coming home.
That's right.
Brewer, last time the bases were loaded, he brought in all three.
And only ended up with a single. First pitch is high and away. Fouled back. He's swinging hard, looking for that hit.
Opening it.
Trying to add to his 3 RBIs today.
Imagine having 6 RBIs in one game. That's pretty crazy. Not many players do that.
Absolutely. And that one's grounded over to second. He'll throw to first, make the out, ending the inning. No damage done for the Wolves as we move into the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. Score still 5-2 Golden Eagles. Colin May, the catcher, leading off. And we have a new pitcher for the Golden Eagles, Noah Stopnick. Great performance by Shepherdson today after a rough first inning, giving up the only 2 runs that Grandview has scored.
If the lead stays where it is, he picks up a win.
That's right. Definitely got into his groove in the later innings. The count is 2-0 on Colin May. That one's way low and away.
It's the second wild one in a row. Stopnick's got to control his pitches. Although on the season, he has a good resume. He has a 0 ERA with 3 strikeouts, but he probably hasn't pitched that many innings.
Yeah, we haven't seen him a whole lot, but May draws a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning.
A little bit wild out of the gate for Stopnick.
So here's Tony Crow, the shortstop.
May takes a big lead off first.
Pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful. Called strike 1.
Nice job getting that slider in the strike zone.
May safe at first.
Crow looking to have his second home run of the year on the season.
Ball number 1. Here's the 1-1 from Stopnick. That one's low and away. Good control by McGill. May thinking about taking off to second, but save at first.
Yeah, the amount of times that Stopnick has thrown it low and away in the dirt and it passed by, the control that McGill has behind the plate is massive.
It's very crucial. Another pickoff attempt. They're being very cautious of May, especially since it's a good time for them to steal. Here's the pitch. That one's called strike 2. That one's inside. Count is full.
Another pitch, low and away. Stopnick is not doing well command-wise, and if I was Crow right here, I tried to draw the walk.
May on first, and he will draw the walk. So runners on first and second now with no outs.
AJ Maroney up to hit.
2 walks in a row for Stopnick. Off to a little bit of a shaky start. Needs to find his groove. AJ Maroney, the third baseman, is coming up.
Hopefully he doesn't keep that streak. Increase it to 3. Better not have it.
Looking for some outs here. He's looking to attempt the bunt. First pitch is a ball.
Yeah, that one was very high, and Maroney decided to pull the bat back just in time because he knew that one was not going in the zone.
Stopnick needs to adjust in order to control the runners and the batter. That one's going away again. 2-0.
And another bunt attempt right there by Maroney. Leonard is playing very far in, looking for that drag bunt.
And that one gets him. So that one loads up the bases with no outs. Stopnick looking very inaccurate.
A little bit of a meeting on the mound.
And we will do a pitching change.
Stopnick is done for the day.
Cam Carlsbakken will enter the game as the new pitcher.
As a southpaw, he'll match up well against Easton Flores.
So Crossbakken takes over as the new pitcher. That'll bring up the DH, Easton Flores. Bases loaded with no outs.
Crossbakken trying to get a hold. Nice arm action and brings the changeup in for strike one.
The lefty matchup, disadvantage on Flores.
Strike
0-2 now.
Crossbakken, a senior, hoping to be a good reliever, hopefully in the future.
It's down low. The wind is really starting to pick up.
Colorado weather is unpredictable, for sure.
It's fouled back. 1-2 the count.
These hitters might not like that the wind is blowing in right now, and the hits are not going to be as accurate, so maybe we won't see that home run, but maybe we will. We'll never know.
That one's called foul. Here's the 1-2 on floor. That one's popped way up. And John Petro will make the catch out in center. Runner will tag up. 1 run will score for Grandview.
Exactly what needed to be done right there as he gets in the RBI, and that will decrease this lead to only 2.
The pitcher, number 31, Vista.
That's the 3rd run of the day for the Wolves. Jax Pfister, the pitcher, coming up.
And Vista isn't out of the clear yet. There's still runners on first and second.
There's only 1 out.
Crossbakken's got to get it done.
That one's hit over to right field, shallow right field.
Beffel's
That'll
there.
be Beffel making the catch.
What a play by Beffel right there. He came in all the way from second base.
Second.
That was either supposed to be Leonard's ball or it was supposed to be Parisi's ball, and instead Beffel said, I got it. And he's running all the way over to foul territory for that.
Beautiful play, sliding to get that ball. So
Now,
that's the 2nd out of the inning.
and a double play is not necessary here as there's 2 outs in the inning. Fouled the way, McGill can't get the throw in, and the runners will advance.
Now 2 runners in scoring position, but there are 2 outs in the inning.
Crossbakken has also been a little bit wild out of the gate, but at the same time he's been accurate. He's had his fair share of wild pitches.
This is Ben Crandall at the plate.
Two and one, the count.
2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Low and away. 3-1. Crossbakken must be careful to not load up the bases again. And he will.
That loads up the bases once more. As soon as Crossbakken got out of a full jam, he's right back in it.
So here's Chase Chapman.
There's a double and a strikeout today. Correction, just a strikeout.
that one is a called strike one. And called strike two.
What a great job painting that curveball just in the strike zone. That one hit right on the corner.
Yes, beautifully executed pitch right there. And the 0-2. That one's outside. Everyone thought that was going to be called strike three.
Umpire strike zones move from time to time. So
They do. Call was in Chapman's favor right there. And the 1-2. Fouled off. Strong hit from Chapman.
The spin on that pitch, though, propelled that ball into foul territory in right. Bases loaded. Grosbakken, the pitch.
That one's hit out. Going back, deep left field.
And
At
that
the
one
wall.
and it's gone.
It's out of here. That's a grand slam for Chase Chapman.
That puts Grandview in the lead now, as that one will propel the lead to 7-5 as Grandview.
How quickly things have changed.
What a big swing right there.
Oh, yeah.
That just gives them the lead. They've been down all game long. Ever since the first inning, they've been down. And here they explode with 5 runs here in this 5th inning.
So the bases are cleared. All with 2 outs. Justin Dean coming up. That one's hit over to third. Brewer.
Gets
Great
it in
play.
there.
Getting the out over to Leonard.
Now
Great play by Brewer. That was a long throw.
Usually in the MLB, that throw is routine. But for us high schoolers, that's a beautiful play right there.
Absolutely.
Well, Grandview takes the lead as we enter the bottom half of the 5th.
Grand slam by Chase Chapman. Shoots them back to the top. Austin Leonard leading off this inning for the Golden Eagles. Looking to get some momentum back after the grand slam. That changed things very quickly and drastically.
Very surprising right there by Crawford. The wind was blowing in and he still had a grand slam.
Yeah, especially with 2 outs.
This one's hit to center field. And that one is caught
by Cam Kennedy. Making the catch. 1 down.
Nice job sliding in there to get it into right shallow field. Yeah, Vista needs a big hit right here as now they're down, and they haven't been down since the top of the first one. They didn't even get a chance to hit. So they've been up all day, but they haven't scored in the last 3 innings.
Here's Paresis, the right fielder.
Popped up to shallow second.
Chapman makes the catch. 2 gone already.
He's making play after play.
That'll bring up Alex King, 2 strikeouts on the day. Correction, Ty Moody is coming up in place of Alex King.
He'll be pinch hitting for King because King had a rough day today with 2 strikeouts.
So here's Moody with 2 outs.
And they're for
1-0.
ball 1. No count now for Moody.
Four-pitch walk. First base runner of the inning.
If I was Grandview, I feel like if any more runs come on the board for him, I feel like Grandview should take him out. He's been on and off today.
Definitely.
In the first inning,
and he's had a long day too.
In the first inning, he was really rough. Time is called. Nope, time is not called. Never mind.
This is Crawford.
Chopped up.
Ground out. Makes the out.
That will end the 5th. Grandview still has a 7-5 lead.
Top of the 6th inning, Grandview up 7-5. Top of the order, Cam Kennedy leading it off.
It's Cam versus Cam. Cam Crosbakken is still out there on the mound, taking on Cam Kennedy. That pitch is way inside, ball 1.
We got a lefty on lefty matchup.
Advantage for the pitcher in this opportunity.
And that one will hit him. Kennedy heads over to first. Lead runner on, similar position to the last inning.
Mound visit, and Crosbakken is done. This will be the 4th pitcher for Mount Vista today.
Grandview, on the other hand, had the same pitcher all day.
So the reason why Alex King was subbed out, or was pinch hit for, was because he's now pitching. He's in relief for Cam Croswalken, and Andrew Beffel has moved to shortstop, and Will Madrid has moved over to second.
King is warmed up. We have a runner on first with no outs.
Colin May is up to hit. That's in there. That one is in there for a ball.
Walked in his last at bat.
Seems to be very patient at the plate. He also has a single today.
Kennedy at first base. And he will look at a strike.
Lead off by Kennedy.
And the 1-1 to May. Called strike 2.
One and two the count.
That one's outside for a ball, evening the count.
King on the season, pitching-wise, has a 7 on the dot ERA with 6 strikeouts and a loss.
King looking to first, doesn't throw though. Here's a 2-2 to Colin May. Foul. Pickoff attempt. Kennedy is safe at first. And the 2-2 from King. That one's hit right up to short. Great play.
Bethel tried to do the glove scoop right there,
Yeah.
and he could not get the ball past his glove, as Adrid was not able to get that. So the runner will be safe, and there'll be runners on first and second.
Bringing up Tony Crow, the shortstop.
For Vista, they really need to slow down the runs that Grandview has done, and ever since Shepherdson left, it's been traumatic for Mount Vista.
It has. Bunt attempt goes foul. Here's the 0-1 from King. Another bunt attempt goes foul once again. 0-2 now, looking for the strikeout. And it's called. So one gone in the inning.
That's a sigh of relief for King, as that will increase his strikeout total to 7. And it's been a rough inning.
Absolutely.
Actually, not yet. There's still runners on first and second. But last inning was very bad for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, definitely a sigh of relief right there, and an important strikeout. So this is Maroney up to bat. Outside for ball 1.
Maroney in the cleanup spot, but yet to have a home run. A little bit surprising.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the 1-0. That one's inside. Good control of the ball by McGill there behind the plate.
Yeah, McGill's been doing a great job besides a few hiccups. But other than that, from the pitches that Mountain Vista has been throwing, he's been doing a great job today.
Absolutely. And the 2-0. Down low for ball 3. And that one gets past McGill. Runners will advance. Bad time for a wild pitch, as that is also ball 4 for Maroney. So the bases are loaded again. Very similar to last inning, bringing up Easton Flores.
Last time Flores was up, they brought in Crosbacken to deal with the lefty. A little bit of a mound visit from McGill here on King. It's interesting to see how King already played 2 different positions today, and one of them was a pitcher.
Here's the first pitch to Flores. That's called strike 1. And the pitch, low and away. Good control by McGill once again, not letting that get past him.
1-1 the count.
And the pitch from King, that's inside. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Great job by King throwing in the off speed and having Flores swing out in front of that.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Flores goes down swinging, and that is the second out of the inning.
Also second strikeout of the inning. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. Jax Pfister, matchup against Alex King.
Golden Eagles looking to get out of the mess right here. Almost hits him. That pitch is inside for ball 1. And the 1-0, that one's down low in the dirt. 2-0. It's crucial to not give up a walk here. Looking for that final out. And that's called strike one. Great positioning of the ball by King, right on the outside of the strike zone.
For sure, and that pitch locked up Feister.
Yep, exactly where you want it to be. 3-1 the count now.
Another ball in the dirt. King hasn't really thrown many pitches up high, though.
And the 3-1. Foul back hits the fence. That'll be strike two. The count is full.
The bases are loaded. This is probably one of the most crucial moments for the Mountain Vista pitching staff.
Absolutely. Full count. That one's popped way up, way over the fence. Vista staying alive.
Heads.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Called strike three. Vista mad with the call. He was making his way over to first. And King gets himself out of the jam.
Imagine if Feister would have scored in a run with a walk. That wouldn't be what Mountain Vista would want at all. But luckily the inning is over there. That will end the top of the sixth.
So we have a pitching change in here in the bottom of the sixth. We have Justin Dean filling in for Jax Pfister. That's the first pitching change of the day for Grandview after Vista has had several already.
And Dean is actually usually a starter, but today he's coming in relief. He has a 0 ERA, and he's thrown 10 strikeouts over his last start.
Yes, he was originally playing first base in today's game.
Absolute dominance from Dean on the mound last time. This time he was in the field, and he made some very good catches at first base today. This time he'll be on the mound to finish the game.
And Pfister is replacing Dean at first base, so he's still in the game.
Yep, he's not out yet.
The top of the order is leading this one off, Andrew Beffel. He's had a triple today and also 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's kind of cooled down a little bit since that first inning. But so is this Mountain Vista team. They've been scoreless in their last 4 innings.
And now being behind by 2 runs, they definitely need to do something in this inning.
Starts off well with a hit by pitch.
Crucial to get the lead runner on. That usually gets things going.
It's very surprising to see how these baseball players, when they get hit by a pitch, they're not like, ow, it hurts.
Absolutely,
They just shake it off and walk over to first.
Yep, especially with how fast those pitches are coming. Seems pretty scary. Here's Spike McGill, the catcher. That one's outside. Bethel, leading off far, gets back to the bag in time.
Anytime the pitch is in the dirt, May is always going to throw over to see if the runner advanced or not.
Bethel taking off for second. McGill is out at first, but Bethel will safely advance to second.
Great job by, great recognition right there by May as he got up and got that out really quickly so that he could throw it into first.
So it turns out that was actually called a foul ball.
It did look a little bit suspicious how the ball actually
did.
bounced in front, or it bounced backward, but it never really crossed that line. So McGill will still be up here.
So now it's 1-1 on McGill. Bethel's at first, but now Bethel's taking off. Grounded out to second. He'll make the out.
That is a very good
Goes to Pfister.
That's a very good heads-up play right there by Andrew Bethel, because if he wouldn't have taken off, that would have been a double play. That one was hit directly to second base, and he could have turned that for
That's right.
a 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, that's good base running. So now, because of that, the Eagles have a runner in scoring position. One out in the inning, and Caleb John Petro is the batter. And that one's grounded over to second again. He'll throw to first. He's out, but Bethel will advance to third.
Yeah, not a good swing right there by Petro. I noticed as soon as that pitch came, he moved his back foot a little bit out, so he was off balance on that swing right from the get-go. Now here's Cruz Martinez. He's really, really struggled today, but hopefully he can get back on track with a hit here. A home run.
Into the game with 2 outs. Bethel at third.
A home run would tie this game up.
Looking to draw on a run. Here's the pitch. That one's hit over to second again. He'll throw to Dean, and he'll make the out. So Bethel gets to third base, but the Eagles will not score. Heading into the 7th. Ben Crandall will lead off the top of the 7th for Grandview. Called strike 1. King's still the pitcher.
Crandall wasn't expected to hit today, but he's in for the injured Caden Bomeyer.
Last pitch was low and away for ball 1. Count is even. That one's fouled way back, 1-2.
Foul tip, back to McGill. That'll be in their first strike.
Here's the 1-2 to Crandall. Low and away. Count even at 2. Getting very chilly up here in the press box.
For sure.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's another strikeout.
Rough day for Crandall at the plate.
So here's Chase Chapman. He hit the go-ahead grand slam last at-bat.
Yeah, really silenced this Mountain Vista crowd.
And that one's out there again. Left field.
Another deep one.
Going back.
That one will hit the wall. That one will not be a home run, but that was in the exact same spot where that home run was last time.
It was. I thought he did it again. Crawford had to run hard for that one.
Yeah, and Chase Chapman has definitely been the player of the game.
So there's a one-out double, bringing up Justin Dean, the pitcher, previously the first baseman.
Vice versa for Jack Sweister, pitcher, then first baseman. The substitutions that they can do in high school baseball is confusing compared to the MLB.
It is. First pitch outside.
It makes sense. You don't have to keep anyone out of the game.
Exactly.
That
That
one
one's
is
hit.
crushed.
Crushed out to center. To left center field. John Petro makes the catch.
Great job running in as Caleb Giampetro gets there. And he's the fastest on the team. He's able to get there.
That's right. 2 outs now. Chapman still on second. Cam Kennedy coming up to bat. Back to the top of the order. Keeping an eye on the runner.
This is the last inning that Mountain Vista has an opportunity to keep the lead where it is, because they need a big bottom of the 7th inning here.
Absolutely.
That one is
That
hit.
one's it. Right field. 3 guys running for that one.
That one will drop foul. Three guys went after it. They didn't call each other off. And no one gets it.
So here's the 0-1 on Kennedy. 2 outs, Chapman on second. That one's popped way up. 3 guys running in for that one again.
Beffel's got it this time. And that will end the top of the 7th. Last chance for Vista. Coming up.
We're heading to the bottom, trying to walk it off. Bottom of the 7th coming up. The Golden Eagles' last chance, looking to walk it off here. Brewer leading it off.
Off his, behind his head once more. He's had a ton of RBIs today, yet no home runs, and Vista still doesn't have one today.
1-0 the count. Justin Dean still the pitcher for the Wolves. And Brewer will look at a strike, count even at 1. And called strike 2. Dean executed that pitch really well, right where you want it on the strike zone.
For sure.
That one's fouled.
That one was hit in a nice direction as well.
Here's the 1-2. That one's a ball low and away.
And Ben Crandall is located almost in right center field, so if he hits it down that right field line like that foul ball was a few pitches ago, he's going for 3.
And called strike 3.
Yeah,
Another
Brewer,
good pitch from Dean right on the edge of the strike zone.
it was a controversial call right there. Brewer didn't like it, but the umpire saw where the strike zone was. That's his job.
So 1 down. Austin Leonard coming up to the plate. Ball 1 down low.
Vista needs some big hits here. They've been really, really quiet since that first inning, though.
Low and away for ball 2. Leonard ahead in the count.
And you could hear the pop of that glove as soon as May caught that.
Those
that
are some
one
fast
came with
pitches.
that one came with a lot of velocity.
That one's inside. 3-0.
For Grandview, hopefully Dean can keep that ERA at a solid 0.
And Leonard draws a 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the inning. Getting some action on the bases. Here's Elam Parisis.
Well done, not being over confident there on the 3-0. On the 3-0, you know a pitcher is usually going to throw a strike. And Leonard decided not to swing, and he got the 4-pitch walk.
That's right. So we got Leonard on first with 1 out.
We got the count.
We got the tying run at the plate. Pick-off attempt. That one's low and inside. Ball 2. Sorry, ball 1. That one's a ball. May throws on to first, but Leonard is safe. Being very conscious of that runner. 1 out in the inning. And the pitch is high and inside.
Time called and a mound visit from May. 3-1 is the count to Parisis.
Count is full.
Vista could use a big hit right here. Full count, this is the time to do it.
Sure is. That one's fouled off. Parisa stays alive. And the full count.
Swing and a miss. I thought that pitch was hit.
It
but
sounded like it was hit.
Instead, the velocity was so big on that was just the pop of the glove from May.
I was confused for a minute. I could hear something, but I couldn't see where it went. So 2 outs. Vista down to their final out.
Runner goes.
Last opportunity. And he's safe. They won't even try.
There was no chance. In fact, Austin Leonard left before the pitch was even thrown.
That's right.
And he was way ahead of that. That was an easy steal for Leonard.
So this is King batting again. 1-2 the count. Low and away.
King has had a rough day today. Hopefully he can change that up here in the biggest moment of the game.
The line.
He dropped it.
The line drive dropped by the second baseman. And the Eagles stay alive.
Yeah, Chase Chapman should have had his glove on that. But that one almost ended the game, but right there it didn't, and Leonard did not come home. Smart decision right there. So now there will be runners on the corners.
So Jackson
with 2
Crawford,
outs.
the winning run, comes to the plate.
Manager visit, and this looks like Dean will be done.
It is all up to Jackson Crawford. Vista down to their final out. Runners on the corners. Winning run at the plate. First pitch is called a strike.
That one right down the middle. Seems like Crawford should have gotten his bat on that.
0-1. Swing and a miss. So Crawford falls behind quickly. The count is 0-2. Vista's down to their final strike.
Crawford's got to at least make this at bat competitive. Swing and a miss.
And that is the ball game.
What a game from Grandview and Vista too. Vista was kind of shut out after that first inning, and Grandview, that grand slam by Chase Chapman really turned this game around.
Absolutely.
Grandview picks up the win. They go up to 3-2, and Vista still does not get their first win. Great job from both teams today. I'm Sam Dersteller.
And I'm Caroline Belt. Thanks for tuning in to Vista Now. We'll see you next time.